Typhoon Haiyan slammed into the city of Tacloban and nearby towns on the central island of Leyte. Government officials have confirmed that the storm killed more than 1,700 people. They say over 90% of the victims were on Leyte and the neighboring island of Samar.
The United Nations is saying that 10,000 people are feared dead in Tacloban. 800,000 people have had to leave their homes, and close to 10 million more have been affected. The typhoon flattened entire cities and towns across the central Philippines. Giwan in Samar province, a fishing town of around 40,000 people, where the storm made landfall, is believed to have been almost totally destroyed. Aid agencies are saying that most buildings in the northern part of Cebu Island are also heavily damaged. Power supplies there have been cut off. And the UN says Barco, a city of 35,000 people in Oriental Mindoro province, is 80% underwater. Also heavily damaged is Tacloban, a city of 200,000 people in Leyte province. That's where the UN says its figure of 10,000 people being killed has come from.
Today we declared a state of national calamity to speed up the government movements on its rescue, relief and rehabilitation efforts on the provinces affected by the typhoon.
The United Nations today announced an emergency allocation of $25 million to fund critical relief efforts. On Saturday, a UN disaster and assessment coordination team arrived in Tacloban, one of the worst affected areas. United Nations agencies in the Philippines are working with their humanitarian partners to support the government in its response.
Well, help is pouring in from around the world. Several US Navy ships are heading that way right now. But more than 600,000 people are homeless, many of them desperate for food, water and medical help.
Aid agencies around the world have been organising a massive relief effort.
We are also setting up the necessary facilities and support, including logistics and communications that will be needed to ensure that this will pave the way for other supports to come in the areas affected by these super typhoon influence.
Beyond efforts from NGOs, many governments around the world are also sending their own material aid. Teams of search and rescue specialists, medical staff and hundreds of tons of supplies are already en route, with those on the ground doing what they can to help. Charities ranging from the Red Cross to Oxfam and Doctors Without Borders have also launched multi-million-dollar appeals to help bring in financial aid, alongside millions of dollars in donations from governments around the planet.
Help for the living, but there will also need to be a huge effort to deal with the dead. There are real concerns now that decaying bodies will spread disease amongst the already vulnerable.